Hello everyone, my name is Georgia Kovacic and I'm going to be talking to you about why art and music classes should be required in high schools. High schoolers usually have jam-packed schedules with large class loads and homework on top of school activities like sports and also college preparation, what they're going to be doing after high school. Music and art can help balance out all of these large and heavy things that might be weighing on your young high schooler. The fine arts can help kids pick up important skills that they will need for the rest of their lives. Studies A study shown on children and cognitive skills by Tom Jacobs states that children following structured music lessons perform better on tasks measuring verbal cues, planning, and inhibition compared to the other groups that were tested. Fine arts can help form creativity in children and other ways of thinking outside of the box to solve problems and find solutions. And also, fine arts also is proven to relieve stress from other things that might be going on in your young high schooler's life by focusing on the art and music that is being made. Fine arts classes should be required in schools because not every child can afford having these private lessons for either art or music. Another thing that Jacob says in his article is that the study was inspired by the fact that music is disappearing from general education curriculums in many countries, and that includes the United States. It is also proven that students that have backgrounds in both music and art are more likely to persevere through their problems and also be more organized and prepared for the future. And without these important classes, students will not be able to learn these things that are very critical in the rest of their lives. One of the arguments against having music and art classes required in high schools is that there's not enough funding for the classes. But according to the Elementary and Secondary Education Act, the ESEA, they provide funding for arts education in all states. Another argument against this idea is that every student isn't going to go into the fine arts career. But with the skills that are obtained through music and art classes that can't be taught better through other core classes are very important and are needed for survival outside of high school and college. Some people even think that high school is too late to be involved in the fine arts, especially music, but studies have shown that ages 6 from 11 children that are involved in music and art classes benefit very greatly from having these classes, and teenagers would also benefit greatly from having these classes as well. So, what I am proposing is that the incoming ninth grade students should all be required to take 1 year of art and or music classes during their first year of high school. This would include help from the ESEA. The state-by-state guide for arts education funding states that this program provides allocations to states and school districts to address activities identified as a need in the areas of a well-rounded educational opportunities. That also includes the arts. An article called 10 Reasons Why Art and Music Are Critical to Our Children states low-income students highly engaged in the arts are more than twice as likely to graduate compared to their peers with no arts education and have a 5 times lower dropout rate. This means that students will be more likely to participate in extracurricular activities and be more likely to graduate. Things that we can see in the future from this program are that more students will be able to have problem solving skills and organization, memory, and cognitive skills as well. A study of problem solving by Randy Korn states students demonstrated that they are more likely to be initial in their decision making, follow through with a task, be more deliberate on their approaches, and more accidents and difficulties will be approached with patience. Having more arts and music classes will also help with funding for schools from the government and our school districts. Something that you can do if you have a teenager going into high school is engage in a conversation with them, ask them how music and art are important to them, and get them engaged in these things. If we can do that, then the benefits are great. An article on mental health by Dean Albin states the most complicated functions that humans perform, such as thinking creatively or playing or listening to music, all require whole brain thinking. And if all of our students learn this whole brain thinking, our country and our state will be in better condition than what they are now.